moment we waited for.
Artlist.io.
We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot on my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down.
Music licensing reimagined.
Watch the game change, yeah.
Artlist.io.
Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. I do not gamble, but bet on me. Tell them that's like, yeah, it's still of it. I'm taking a shot for my enemies. I can't waste no more time on my energy. I know they know I got it on lock. Go against me, that's a long shot. Cause I'm counting wins.
Music licensing reimagined.
Don't stop. Who do you feel when they make you the monster? I am not scared of none of you imposters. Taking the lead now while they watching. Think you should leave now while the options. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. I'm running the game now. Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Good evening, good evening. Welcome in on this Sunday night. Once again, welcome in the Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And even though there's a game going on right now in the NFL, we are going to wrap up Sundays, week 13. This evening, the 49ers are in Buffalo playing the Bills, and right now, with 5 minutes to go, the Bills have a commanding 35-10 lead, and it looks like they're driving to try to score again. So let's get right into it. For a lot of us football fans, the game we wanted to see today was between the Philadelphia Eagles, who went on down to Beadmore to play the Baltimore Ravens. And the Eagles came out with that victory, 24-19. But it wasn't because of anything Jalen Hurts did. What do I mean by that, right? So Jalen Hurts was 11 of 19, 118 yards with one touchdown. You would have thought it was bad weather out there, but it was a clear day. For Saquon Barkley, he's doing everything possible to solidify an MVP for a non-quarterback for the first time since Adrian Peterson. He had 107 yards rushing on 23 carries with a touchdown. Jalen Hurts had 29 rushing yards as well. So they was just running the ball down their throat. A.J. Brown had 66 yards of receiving, leading the Eagles. For the Ravens, right? Lamar didn't have a bad game, but it wasn't enough. 23 of 36 for 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had 82 rushing yards with 19 carries. And Zay Flowers was leading with 74 receiving yards. Now, if you look at the stats, right? The Ravens led them with total yards. They led them over passing yards. They let them in rushing yards even. But the fact of the matter is, that Saquon Barkley is something else, man. He leads this team in a way that's very unspoken of, right? As I just said, he only had 107 yards, but he sparks his team. He gives them a boost of confidence, an element that Philly hasn't had in a long time. And so, you know, he's over 1,000. He's already over 1,000 yards rushing. He was over that a couple of games ago. So now, at this pace, he's getting closer to the 2,000 yard mark with about 5 games to go, 6 games ago. It's very possible he's going to win this MVP. It, if he's rushing the ball like he is now, he may even break that single season record. So who's to tell? But with their win, they solidified. I mean, they gained a game up on the Washington Commanders. No, I take that back. They still 2 games over the Commanders. That the Commanders defeated the Titans today in a romp. But the story of this, like I said, the story of this game was Saquon Barkley and the things that he's doing to get this team ready to play ball. They're not dominating on ball control, but the energy gives his energy is giving the defense an opportunity to play a little. Like they've been playing a little bit better for the Eagles. You know, they get the little turnovers, they get the stops on time. Realist, good evening. What's going on with you? Right? And so now with the 10-2 record, they're right behind the Detroit Lions for the number 1 spot, 1 game back. So Detroit got to stay on their P's and Q's. And right behind them, too, is the Minnesota Vikings. With their win over, their come from behind victory over, who did they play today? Oh, my God. They came back and won 23-22, the Vikings. So they're now 10-2. And they're just a game behind the Lions as well for the division and the number 1 spot. So that was the game that everybody sought to watch today. But the interesting part of today was there was 2 divisional changes in the NFL. What up, heard the Cards? Listen. Yeah, that's who they played, the Cardinals. And the funny part about that game, now that I have to speak about that game, I will. So the Minnesota Vikings defeated the Cardinals 23-22, and it literally knocked the Cardinals out of first place. So the Cardinals were trying to do everything they can to keep their division lead, but Sam Darnold had a pretty good game today. He was 21 of 31, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Justin Jefferson had a very good game, 99 yards, 7 receptions. And for the Cardinals, it was Kyler Murray, 31 of 45, 260 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. And Trey McBride was leading all of the Arizona receiving corps with 96 receiving yards and 12 catches. So now with this loss, like I said, the Arizona Cardinals is now in second place in the NFC West. They started the day in first place, but now they lost that lead to the Seattle Seahawks, which is kind of surprising, but not too much. As the Seattle Seahawks went to the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium, and defeated the lowly Jets 26-21. And it wasn't a good game for Geno Smith, as he was 20 of 31 for 206 yards and one touchdown. But it was more about their defense, as their defense had a pick 6 from Leonard Williams, and it gave them the spark that they needed to come from behind to defeat the Jets. as now the Seahawks are 7-5. For the Jets, Aaron Rodgers was looking crazy as he has been the whole season. 21 of 39 for 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, and like I said, that pick six. Devontae Adams has 66 yards. For the Seahawks, beat Jay Smith has 74 receiving yards. But it was, like I said, it wasn't nothing to write home about. It was just two teams playing it out, slugfest. It was pretty round off. But when you turn the ball over and the defense scores your touchdown, more times than not, you're going to win the game. The Jets had 2 turnovers, but they didn't score on them. That's just the simplest way to do it, to figure it out. The Jets had a 14-point lead. Geno Smith kept his composure. The defense helped them out, and they win the game. So with this win, the Seahawks are now 7-5, and they actually play the Cardinals next week. So that's going to be an important game for first place. And speaking of a team losing position, today, where was they in? Was they in Atlanta? The Falcons, yeah, they was in Atlanta. The Falcons faced the Chargers. The Chargers won the game 17-13, right? A horrible day for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was 24 of 39, 245 yards, 4 interceptions. They had a good ground game as Bijan Robinson was rushing for 102 yards, and Ray McLeod had 95 receiving yards, but no touchdowns for Kirk Cousins. And Justin Herbert played a little light game, 16 of 23, 147 yards. Lad McConkey led all receivers with 117 receiving yards. And with this win, the Chargers go to 8-4, and the Falcons are at 500, 6-6. And with this loss, that allowed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if they could win the game, they could be tied for first place. And so they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Carolina Panthers, excuse me, guys. And it took overtime, but the Buccaneers prevailed. They won 26-23 in overtime. Baker Mayfield had 235 yards passing the ball, 21 of 31, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Mike Evans in his return has 118 receiving yards with 1 touchdown, and that pretty much solidified it. But in this game, I was impressed by Bryce Young. He's been attacked as not being a good quarterback, but he's definitely shown progress since he was benched in the beginning of the year. He was 26 of 46, 298 yards, 1 touchdown. Adam Thielen, the former Viking, had 99 receiving yards with a touchdown, but you can't blame it on Bryce Young. In overtime, they was driving. The running back got stripped by the Bucks. They recovered. Baker drove down, kicked the field goal, and that's how they won the game. And with this win, they're 6-6, tied with the Falcons for the NFC South lead. The Falcons is in a free fall. They just lost 3 straight. And, I know they have to play each other down the line. So we're going to wait and see how they're going to break this division tie. In the AFC South, we had the Texans play the Jaguars. And it was a very vicious game as they was hitting each other, taking people out. Trevor Lawrence got knocked out of the game with a brutal hit. Had a little brawl involved with that because they took out Trevor Lawrence. But in the game, the Texans improved to 8-5 with a 23-20 victory to get on a winning track. C.J. Stroud was 22 of 34, 242 yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon had over 100 yards rushing with 20 carries. And Nico Collins had 119 receiving yards on 8 catches. Matt Jones did pretty well to clean up and keep the game close with 235 yards, 20 of 32 with 2 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence got knocked out in the second quarter. But when you look, like I said, when you need the wins, you get the wins, and that's exactly what Houston did. They needed that win because they understand that even though it's a long shot, the Colts are still playing good football, and they defeated the Patriots 25-24. So that's all of the division leaders for the week of the week 13, and Buffalo is cleaning up and winning their game to stay a game behind the Kansas City Chiefs as they just defeated the 49ers. And with that loss, the 49ers are 2 games behind in the NFC West. Now, in the NFC West, the Rams are 6-6. We just saw that the Cardinals are 6-6, and the Seahawks are now 7-5. So they're pretty much playing for a chance to get to the playoffs only through the division. Because if you look at the playoff spots, you have Washington at 8-5. You have Minnesota Vikings at 10-2, and you got Green Bay at 9-3. Those are your 3 wild card spots. And of course, you got the Lions. Like I said, you got the Seahawks in the West. You got the Falcons are tied for first place, but they have the advantage because I believe they beat Tampa. And what was that? The West, the South, the North is and the Eagles. The Eagles are 10-2. So it's gonna be some difficult games going forward. As we're rounding down, we're hitting December now. We got the next 4 weeks of hardcore football. And in the NFC North, they're starting to play each other a little bit more. Like I said the other day, Friday, the Lions are going to play the Packers this coming Thursday. So they can with a win, the Lions could really put the Packers only in playoff wild card hunt after they already defeated them already. So it's just one of those things that, as you watch these games and you get familiar or get yourself prepared for the playoffs, you start to see the wear and tear. Now, we understand that the Lions are decimated on the defensive side of the ball, but they're holding on. And even though that game was a controversial ending for them, you have to respect that they won the game. But, as someone always tells me, when you play a division rival, those games are always close because you're so familiar with the opponent. You play them twice a year, every year. So, there's a lot of things that's going on. Man, they got a tough schedule. Yeah, of course they do. But the question is, are y'all ready? Because the Eagles are on an 8-game winning streak. So you guys are going to have to hold on. You have to hold on for the number 1 seed and your division because the Vikings are right behind you, right? So the Lions have to do what they need to do to keep that number 1 spot so they can get to the second round and have that extra week off to rest those players that are injured. Now we were just talking about Jordan Whitehead of the Bucks. and he tore a pectoral muscle in his arm. And they like, well, the only way he can make the playoffs, I mean, only way he can make it back because he's on IR is if they make the playoffs. Well, after today, they have a good chance of making the playoffs. And besides that, if you really been watching football lately in the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Bucks have been winning that division for the past 4 years with Tom Brady there and with Baker Mayfield there. So who knows? The question is, will Kirk Cousins turn it around for the Falcons, or will the Bucks make that happen? And the AFC is pretty cut and clear, right? Baltimore loss today has put them in a hole. So now you got the Kansas City Chiefs at 11-1. You got, well, Buffalo just won. They're 10-2. Pittsburgh is 9-3. Those are the three teams fighting for that number one spot. The Texans are 8-5, but I don't see how they can catch Kansas, get up there to catch 11 wins. And you got the Chargers at 8-5 in the playoff spot. You got the Broncos in the playoff spot. Missing a team right now. And the Ravens. They're still at 8 wins. And everybody else got like 6 wins, 5 wins. They're not even above 500. So that's the way it's looking for those guys. As like I said, the month of December's here. The playoff run is going on. And we're gonna see when 2025, when that ball drops for 2025, who's gonna be ready to play for them playoff games in the NFL. Oh, quick note for you guys, right? It's not about football. Oh, so I was doing some research about what happened last night in the war games, right? Jacob Fatu really did hurt himself last night. He did tear something, like he did something to twisted his knee. Some knee damage there. And Bronson Reed he's battered up because of that attempt from the top rope. And it is around the corner, right, Realist? That's how crazy it is. I feel like we just started this year. And now we about to turn it around and start a new one. Yeah, so Jacob Fatu is really hurt. Jimmy Uso, he broke his toe on that splash from the top of the cage. He broke his toe. And that's why, I understand that people feel like, it's orchestrated and all of that. But when you're taking those high risk maneuvers, that could really happen. Bronson Reed twisted his ankle when he, remember, if you pay attention, when Bronson Reed jumps off the top of the cage and CM Punk moves Roman out the way, he landed and twisted his ankle before going through the table. So, like I said, if those are really, really bad, well, Jacobs looked horrible because he was out the match right after that. Like once he tried to do the top rope flip again and he hurt his knee, he was out the match ever since then. So it's like I said, it's going to be interesting. If these things really did occur, they're going to have to do a great job because they're taking a lot of the talent, and now the talents are getting injured and things like that. It's highly speculative that if we thought Jimmy was coming back with Jay, that can't be in the mix now because he broke his toe. Now, if he still continues to wrestle with a bad toe, and everybody knows this, that's going to be something kind of crazy, right? Majority of these guys' body up. Yeah, and that's the sad part about it. As we were saying the other day, we would do it on our mattresses and things like that. You're doing stunners and suplexes and belly to bellies and belly to backs. and you making sure I bet you better not, better not throw that kid, better not throw your little brother off that mattress because he has had Mom Deuce coming to get you, or Pop Deuce coming to stop that, or whatever the case may be. But these guys is really going through these situations, right? And let's hope these guys get better. I just wanted to report that just because, you know, we all know the speculations of, oh, this is fake and rigged and what. No, those injuries are real. When you break your toe, that's real. When Cody Rhodes came back and tore the pec in his arm, that was real. You know, man, I was super kicking people. I said, I can't stand this guy. This guy talking about you kicking people to sleep. But it's just going to be like, the speculation of like Jade, right? They say Jade is really injured, right? So they had to do that scene where somebody put her out. They put her through the windshield and all of that. The speculation is that she's really injured, so they had to make it seem like that injury is what took her out of War Games. But the speculation is she was already injured before that, and that's why they took her out of War Games in the fashion that they did. These guys are always on the road, right? A lot of the time they on the road 90% of the time, which is about 300 days. And it's real because you land funny. You could twist your vertebrae and things like that. Realist that almost broke my brother's back one time. That which that's one of the craziest moves, right? And you just sit back on the walls of Jericho, the Scorpion Death Block, the sharpshooter. You just sitting back, got their legs all of you twisted, you just leaning like if you don't get your punk self off of me, they start calling. They start calling and calling for people and like, yo, get off of him. But those moves are real. Anybody got little brothers or siblings that used to play wrestle or all of that, ask them how much that hurted. The only thing, the figure four hurts. You think you're twisting their knee and then you pulling on that ligament in the foot to excruciate the pain even more. It's just so crazy how a lot of us don't really understand how that go. What up, though?
What up, though? Damn, I do sound like that, huh? I just noticed that. I do, I do be stretching that shit out like, what up, though? I just realized I did that. Damn, man. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now. I ain't gonna say shit.
Nah, but I was just talking about how these guys is really going through these. They making these top notch moves off the cage and all of that, and then got to be out for 6 months. We just think it is vacation time, but nah, going through a table is a real thing. You can't fake that type of thing. It just look orchestrated. We understand that part, but you going through a table, you go ahead and jump through a table and see what happens. You know what I mean? But
Hey,
it's just crazy.
think about this though. Back in the day, bro, that was rare that people go through tables. That started, ECW. Every now and then on
Mhm.
WWE, somebody get hit with an object, but they was just really fighting. And usually the props, it was like the honky tonk man, you get smashed by his guitar, or Jake the Snake pull out the snake. It was usually the props that they brought. Them motherfuckers weren't going under the
Mhm.
ring grabbing toolboxes. It's like once they blended it with that ECW, bro, it's like, oh, you don't know what to expect. They had glow in the dark kendo sticks and shit. I'm like, man,
Yeah. That's why I would try to tell people, like, it just looked crazy when Bronson Reed ran to the ring to go under the mat and pick. I'm like, you supposed to be a monster. What the hell you need anything to beat somebody up for? You're a monster. What you going under the thing for? But they brought all of those things in, and then, like I said, he jumping off the top of the cage. He twists his ankle landing because that's about 400 pounds. He got to land on an ankle from 15 feet in the air,
Yeah.
trying to support, trying to prop yourself from killing yourself to go through the table. You think that poor ankle, poor little tink tink ankle, gonna make it? Nah, it
Bruh.
twisted out. Nah, you got to go sit down for a little bit. But he finished out the match and everything, just like Jacob and Jimmy, right? Because like I said, Jacob might be in trouble. He might have to sit out for a few months. Jimmy got the broken toe. I don't. They didn't say which toe it was, but it's a toe is broken because that was in the post game. That was in the post match interview that they have after War Games, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't think they had a storyline for him anyway, but it still would be well. We don't know how they're going to do that. It would be 3-on-3 anyway because it would still would be Roman, Jay, and what name Sammy, and then he got I don't know how Solo going. Solo looked like he was going to cry. I ain't gonna lie to you. He didn't want to leave the ring after they pulling the cage up. He sitting in the corner like, damn, this shit crazy. And then you see Bronson Reed, he can't get up. And Jacob, like, they had to take Jacob a shoe off just for him to get himself up to stand to hold on to the rope. So that's why I know he's in some trouble. And then we already saw how they had to bring Jimmy back to at the end of the match. You saw them had to carry him because he couldn't put no weight on that toe.
Well, that's what Jacob get. Next time you get DDT on the damn toolbox, you stay down. Okay, got
Yeah.
you crying over a sprained ankle.
I don't know what he got going on, but I'll just sit there like that. But nah, but they, but that's the difference. Go ahead.
Did you notice that it was only Solo's team who got shit from under the thing? Nobody from Roman's team did that. They just went. Oh no, I'm lying.
Right.
It was only CM Punk.
CM Punk got the CM, but he don't count. I mean, he counts, but he don't count. You know what I mean? If you really look at it, yeah, because what's the other guy? He brought the tables out. Not Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga.
Yeah, Tama Tonga.
Yeah, he brought the table out.
Bronson brought something. Tama Tonga brought something, and Bronson, I'm like, why you need all them damn chairs, bro? Just sit on somebody.
Right. Like you doing swanton, you doing swantons on people. You doing all these things. Yeah, I bet he'll be cautious with a moonsault now, right? Realist, he ain't gonna do no moonsault. He ain't doing no moonsault no time soon. They're gonna have to give him a finishing move. You know what I mean? Because that moonsault, look, I don't care how fast he is, I don't care how agile he is. When you tear your leg up or whatever the case, nah, you're gonna sit it down real quick. Like, nope, I'm straight. I'm good to go. So it was just a big difference between like I swear the girls were so afraid to hit each other with them damn chairs. They was playing like pity pat, like Miss Mary Mack.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like watching them, man, that made me say, man, wrestling fake. But watching the dudes, it's hard. I don't be seeing them pull. Like only person when I say, oh yeah, that's fake, is Cody Rhodes when he do that down Cody cutter shit. I'll be like, man, that's fake. Everything else, they be looking like, damn, like even like with Damian Priest, when he fell, I looked at it again. That was fake how he fell off the rope. But even that match,
Yeah, I would.
I would have expected that match to look fake because how big they are and they're trying to like do technical moves like little dude. But that was actually smooth. It's not the way he fell off. That was he should have had like if Gunther should have like got pushed back and kicked him or something. Just something because like you just look clumsy as hell. Like you supposed to be a martial artist and you can't even sit on the rope.
And so, that's why I said, I know you don't like the dad bod, but he really did look like a quote unquote general in the ring. He made it last for a decent period of time, even though they're gonna say he had some help, which is probably gonna get in his psyche, and that's where the triple threat gonna come in between those three. But he did what he needed to do to make the match look relevant. At the end
Bro,
of the day,
he did not turn
that
up until he seen Damian hurt. When Damian Priest got hurt, that's when he turned up. Other than that, he was looking scary the whole time he was fighting. I wonder why they made him like making his storyline like that though. I thought that's why I thought they was gonna let Damian Priest win the belt because I'm like, why would y'all make him like scary? Like he's scary now. He
because
ain't
he's
no
not
fighter.
he, because he never did anything on his own. Like you saw what happened when he tells Ludwig Kaiser, "Yo, you got to make a name for yourself." He can't fight. He can't fight on his own. He just look good or whatever the case may be. According to Ludwig Kaiser, he can't. They don't know how to. You see, the other
But
guy's not even in it on the team no more. They kicked him out.
I remember they stumped him out. They stumped him out. But see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why would they write his story like that? They're making him look bad. Like, why would you make him look bad? You can't make him look good after that, man. And people start thinking, oh, he is scary. He's scared. You can't make him look good after that. He too damn big to be soft like that.
I'm
Like when
just
he started
saying,
doing that when Kane was afraid of the Undertaker. Kane wasn't never the same. Wasn't nobody scared of Kane no more.
nah, that was I'm gonna have to. How would I? When Big Bro comes, you got brothers. When Big Bro comes through, it's different. Like, nah, I don't care about none of that. Kane got burned up and everything, but you know how he got burned up. Undertaker took his ass and said that. Undertaker did that. So it's like, I don't know what that man is capable of. It's different when it's like a brother on brother thing. That's like if Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy was to actually ever fight, right? Matt know what's gonna happen. You understand? They're like, yo, I know Swanton goofball, he crazy. He get drunk and he'll still fight all night. He can't delete that. Delete. You can't delete that. Delete. He can't delete that. Delete. No, you can't do none of that. Because you know that's one thing that nobody could ever take away from Matt Hardy. He could have been under the influence and he's still giving like top notch performances. He might throw up in the ring, he might fall out, you put him in a choker or a sleeper hold, he might really go to sleep, all that, but you, he's gonna make that match look relevant. And that's the difference with some of these guys. So, yeah, but I don't know what they're gonna do with Gunther. They may try to make a new group, some shit. I don't know. But they're gonna have to figure something out because unless they get ready to give the belt to somebody else, like uh they can't. I just don't want them to give it to Finn Balor. I swear to God, this shit will be so corny. It'll be so corny. I couldn't watch Raw after that. I'm just saying because he's
they
not a good belt holder.
they either
Commander,
keeping
what up,
Cody.
man?
What up, Nine? What up, Commander? They either keeping it warm for Roman when he come over there, or I think they go. They might as well. When Seth Rollins was the dog champion, bro, I liked him as champion.
Who Seth?
Hmm.
I think they're gonna give it to him and have that rivalry with him and Punk. They're gonna have that rivalry after WrestleMania because you got to find out who gonna win WrestleMania and things like that. WrestleMania is gonna set the tone for the rest of the year. It always do, right? So if that is the case, we have to sit back and wait. But that's gonna be a long time because if Cody, they're gonna have to figure out something for Cody too. Then because
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think they want Solo to have a belt yet. So
Oh, I want to.
he was
I want to
the
say
only
this.
one to think about. Go
I want
ahead.
to say this before I forget to tell you. Um, use hashtags like wrestling and stuff like that on when you create your title. Use those hashtags
Mhm.
because it'll pop up in the algorithm with people looking for those different things. So like if it's like Sunday night football, hashtag Sunday night football. If it's WW hashtag WWE and then whatever pay per view or PLF, whatever they call it, went on after that.
Hmm.
Because when I was looking for stuff, that's what I was noticing. Like every channel I
Okay.
went to, I didn't even see some of these channels. Some of these channels only had like 100 subscribers. But they when
Oh
I put
wow.
in WWE, it was put into the algorithm.
Hmm. So that's something that a rookie like Mister 33 got to learn things like that. So yeah, I'll start doing like
I,
yeah, I have to
you
start doing that because I have to
you
implement what I'm talking about anyway.
you get access to the Discord, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a video in there under resources. Watch that video. It'll show you how you go into your YouTube studio, and you can
Hmm.
put those hashtags, and they every time you create a video, it'll automatically put the hashtags in for you. So you won't have to
Oh,
do it every time. But the video is a little tutorial in the Discord. It's under the resource tab.
copy that. Shout out to the word and the information he's giving us. That's what we need. Real said when Cody loses that belt, that's when his heel turn is gonna happen. You think he's gonna turn heel? Realist?
Mm. They man, they working on it already. He go because look, everybody like look at what you call it. Him and uh what's the little black dude? What is it? Why I keep forgetting his name? Him. I am him. Whoever that dude's name is. Carmelo.
Cool.
Uh
Carmelo
you know,
Hayes?
yeah, you know why they got into that fight is listen to what Carmelo said. Everyone in the locker room said you shady. So it's like already the locker room is don't like Cody for the teaming up with
Mm.
Roman. They looking bad. So Cody gonna be like, fuck all y'all. Now I am the American. Now I'm gonna be the nightmare. Cause he ain't the nightmare yet.
But that's the funny part about it. He been holding that moniker as the baby face. So how you a night? What's a good nightmare? You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Like how are you a good nightmare?
Cody Rhodes.
What the hell good about nightmare?
Cody Rhodes, the good nightmare. You should hashtag trademark that. Cody Rhodes, the good nightmare.
The good nightmare. He only
Exactly.
fight once every 90 days. Shit like that. You know, that's the worst nightmare because he's not doing enough to hold up. Like those moves are getting tiresome. Matter of fact, that's what that I'm glad Jacob didn't fight him because they would have had to give him the belt because I think that Pop would have been like, yo, y'all tripping. Y'all should have gave that man the belt. And then that would have led to a whole new storyline. Like Solo, you ain't the tribal chief. I got the belt. So that would have been crazy. That Pop would have been crazy. Like, God damn. He just got there. He just took the whole tribal chief and took the whole bloodline over. So yeah, I mean, I never really viewed it as such. Like he's getting ready to turn bad, but who's he gonna turn bad against though? Who is he gonna fight? What baby face is he gonna fight? Unless what they gonna do? They're gonna make Roman the baby face and him the heel. Like I don't see it. I really don't. But you guys seeing things from a different perspective. That's why we come up here and have these conversations because you guys have a different vision or view of a thing than I do. So you guys, it may be possible. I'm just saying, I just can't see it. I don't know
This
how.
this my thing. They haven't yet said there is no draft. So I'm assuming that there still is a draft. By them not having belts, Cody is gonna stay on SmackDown long as he get the belt, and Gunther go stay on Raw. So that gives the opportunity for the OTC, the original Bloodline, to go on one show, and but they go draft the other Bloodlines too. So that's how it's gonna go back to back. But that's how they get the Bloodline onto Raw, and now they go take some people from Raw and put them on SmackDown, and I think that'd be better. Like they can have Drew McIntyre on SmackDown. Him and Cody Rhodes, that'd be a good rivalry. Him and Drew. Um, well, no, they won't CM Punk on Raw. Oh, bro, that's what's
They
about to
need him
go
on Raw to
down.
fight Steph.
That's what that's what's about to go down, bro. Roman going to Raw. and that's gonna be a whole nother storyline where Punk go call that favor in, and he gonna have to battle on side by side with Punk versus somebody like Seth Rollins or somebody. It's gonna be Seth Rollins and somebody else, but Punk gonna need help, and he gonna call the Bloodline. And then, I mean, that's how Jay can get that
That's
IC title
interesting.
back. You know,
I don't
to
see him
help
getting
push
that.
the
I don't see
Bloodline
him
while
getting
he's
it
still
back.
back.
I don't see him getting it back. I don't. Only way he getting that back if Braun is champ.
That's why Brian need to lose it and go to SmackDown, bro. That'd be Bryan's and Cody Rhodes. That'd be another good one.
I don't think Cody. I don't. Yo. I don't think Cody. I don't think Cody can handle that equipment over there like that. I'm just
Bro,
saying.
Brian, bro, that shit. I would love to see Braun Strowman. I mean, Brian Breaker
Braun
square Cody
Breaker.
Rhodes,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know, man. Cody, he's starting to lose his. I don't know. He's starting to lose it. They need to do something else with him, bro. I
I
mean,
mean,
even
if
him
you
against
really
Kevin Owens, that is dope. That whole Roman, that shit look weak, bro.
no, but if you look at it, look at all the help he needed to get the belt. He didn't really like. You had people. You didn't write the story. You had a whole. You had ghost writers type shit. What the fuck you talking about? You had like 9 people come through the Undertaker. You had Seth. You had Kevin Owens. You had Randy. Like all these people came through to help you win the belt. You didn't write the story. That's what I think they talking about when like, yo, you bad shady. You didn't finish your story. You had people write that shit for you. You didn't write that. They wrote it for you. So that's an interesting concept to look at as well. So, as we get ready for 2025, it's like I said, I'm kind of excited for the SmackDown brand or WW the WWE and a whole as a whole. They just got to tighten up a couple of things. On the women's side, they're doing a great job of bringing some of these talents up. They did what they can with Jade. They're doing a decent job working with Lash Legend and that other young lady who may win Friday to make it to the semifinals of the SmackDown tournament. But they have a lot to desire. I just think, like I said, I just think it's
Last
the better writing over here.
Last Legend, she already get eliminated, bro. That's when Piper, Last Legend,
No, not
Shawn.
yeah. She got eliminated. I'm talking about her partner.
Oh, her partner in it? I didn't know that.
Her partner is fighting in the last one, the one that's coming up Friday.
Oh, Naomi gonna win that. It's gonna be Naomi and Bailey, and they gonna let Naomi finally beat Bailey, bro.
I'm just that, but when you give them that opportunity, right? You could just see like you could see them just develop and getting the experience that they can't get from NXT. They can hear the crowd cheering for them. I mean, don't get me wrong, NXT got that crowd, but it's nothing like performing in front of the main crowd, right? That's like if you play JV and then you turn around and start playing varsity, like yo, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? So the realist said, "Hey, we shall see if flat butt returns. He can't stand." He talking
Oh
about
man,
Charlotte.
did you listen to the whole BDB live towards the end, bro?
Nah, I didn't.
Man, I'm going live. BDB want that smoke, he can get it. He talking about 50 Cent. Ain't no good rapper. I'm like, this man had grown ass man talking about I take you to the candy shop. Bro, I don't care what you say about his bar. Man, motherfucker, I teach you how to stunt. People still singing all them songs, bro.
Ah, man, yeah. I mean, it depends on for them. It's a genre, right? You gotta know what you trying to look. You done spoke him up, and here he is. What up,
Mm,
though?
what up,
Fuck
though?
yeah.
Come get this smoke. Hating on 50. And I clipped you singing, I take you to the candy shop. Wait till I get done with it.
He-
He talking about I wasn't singing it. And he said, "You was probably like 12. You should have kept singing." Like, nah, because if you never sung it, you would have just said the words. You wouldn't have been singing it, bro. You were singing that song. You were singing it.
Yo,
I know he was.
BDB trying to get you, BDB. He said he said he clipped you. Yo, that was crazy. Nah, I mean, see, like, I don't know. I like Realist might. Yeah, I don't know if Realist was there. They was talking about the rappers and the albums and which one was like better than this, that, and the third. It started off with Busta Rhymes. What was his top? I'm like, yo, if you really look at what he was doing, you got to remember he been doing that since the early '90s. Leader of the new school,
Bro,
all that. And I'm like,
man,
yo, it's too much. It's too much to try to figure out at one time. What up, though, Nine?
I heard that.
man,
What
look,
you heard?
I'm telling you, 50. Look, I'm gonna call 50 myself as a troll you, okay, for saying he ain't top 50 in the top 20.
Top 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
In the top 20 somewhere,
I got
somewhere
a new
around
acronym. It's
19,
called
20,
I
somewhere
got,
around there.
I got a new acronym based off of what you just said. CBS, and I ain't talking about the television network. Can't be serious. Can't be serious. 50 in the top 20?
See, that ain't no new acronym. That's what my mama called me when I was little. Mhm.
This
That was
must
my
be
nickname. Every time she had to come up to the school, she said, "You can't be serious," and
you
I
can't
just
be
started
yeah.
answering to
Can't be.
CBS. Can't be
God.
serious.
her.
Type that in the
So
chat.
wait,
This
let
must
me
be
let me see if I understand this. Y'all saying he's not in the top 10? This is the top
Nah,
20.
ain't.
So where would you have him?
who 50?
Yeah.
He don't. He
No
don't
top
like this.
20. Look, what are we basing this off of? Are we basing this off lyricism? Because if lyricism
I
is
have
all,
no idea. Y'all
You
thought this.
when you talk about a top rapper, bro, it's just not one thing. Because if you say lyricism, then I mean it's a whole bunch of people. Like I'm in top five, you have to eliminate Jay-Z. You have to eliminate
why is that?
in the top five. How you can't put you got Rakim, you got what's my man KRS-One. You got it, man. Big Daddy Kane.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
We ain't even get to Biggie and Tupac, right? I mean, I wouldn't even
Yeah,
put. I mean, when you talk about lyricist, Biggie was a phenomenon itself. But when you talk about Biggie didn't have the catalog that a lot of these other rappers have to compare lyrics against. I mean, because if you talk about just straight lyrics off of what they have, you gonna have to say Big L. Big L, man, Big L, boy. If they ain't take that boy out, I'm telling you, Big L was a monster, bro.
yeah, same thing with Pun. But I
Yeah,
to
Jada
piggyback,
Kiss.
yeah, to piggyback on what you're saying, yeah, there's different levels of it, different categories. So I
Right.
do agree with you there. But I'm sorry, I'm not putting 50 in any bracket of a top 20 or top 10. Now, if we talking like elementary rhymes and stuff, and Dr.
Or
C
influence. What about influence though?
influence who?
50, bro, man, 50 Cent came in and changed the game, bro.
Who do you
50,
influence?
bro, bro. Everybody was walking around, gee, you net.
I wasn't.
I had the shoes, bro. Everybody
You
I'm walking around with bulletproof vest on and shit. Bro, I was gee, you net.
stop.
Come on now, man. Stop playing.
Stop it,
If you
Dorian.
was in the street, if you was in the street, I'm telling you, look,
We call you by your
if you
real
was in the
name.
street, you'd have popped a couple caps driving by, listening to something 50.
Man, I didn't wear no shoes. I didn't wear no tank top. I was
Bro,
bulletproof
bro,
vest.
how can you look? We cannot deny 50's influence. I give you one benchmark. Now tell me any other rapper that something like this happened to. Trump came out to a song. Many men, many men.
Okay,
Wish
look,
to find me. I
I'll
don't cry no more. So we look to the sky. Have mercy on me. Have mercy.
Listen,
Trump came out gigging to that, bro.
hold on. I
After
will
they
give
tried to pop him.
I'll give credit.
That's historic, bro. Do you know 100 years from now, people will know who 50 Cent is because of that? They're gonna have Trump coming out Diddy bopping to 50 Cent.
Okay, I'll give
Many
you
man,
that. But and
man.
I hold on. I said this on the podcast. I said this. I will give 50 credit where credit's due. I'll give him that first album. I will. I'll give it the impact. I'll give it all of that. Everything after that, no. Now you want to put him in a conversation of like Dr. Seuss type nursery rhymes. You can put him up there with Rainbow.
Man.
Really?
The
Hold on.
OG.
Really said 50 do know how to paint a picture. So, I mean,
Bro, he one of the most influential rap. Look what he did with power. Not even just rapping, just his influence. Period.
I'm
You
talking about
you
music.
even
Okay.
music, bro. That bro, when they changed that power song, people went crazy. Like, no, put the old one back. Like, bro, oh man,
I will give credit where credit's due. With certain
top 10.
songs,
I
I'll
think
give him that. But I'm not giving him everything. I will give him that first album, even though a lot of people get mad at me because I didn't dub it a classic. It wasn't a classic in my opinion. It was a good album.
Bro, get used to that term.
It wasn't. There was a couple songs on there I could have did without. I didn't like that song. What was it? Bloodhound. With Young, but I hated that song. To me,
listen, it's a lot of people that, I mean, I understand. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I understand what BDB saying. I'm saying top 10. I don't know, but top 20, he got to be in top 20 though. I ain't gonna lie. He
I
got to
can't
be in top 20.
name 20 rappers better than 50. I mean, but he
I
can
can't.
because he don't like 50. So he can do that.
Nah, I don't care. I don't care if you don't like him. Who are you gonna put there? Manny Fresh?
who put Manny Fresh in the top 20?
I'm just
Man Fresh. Dr. Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like something to say. Put Dr. Dre over 50.
There's a lot of people. I mean, I would have to sit and make a list, but there's definitely 20 people I would put over 50 without a doubt.
Oh yeah, we might have to do we might have to do one of those then, because I don't know how. Like I said, I'll give you top 10.
So the shocker is really, come on now.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Come on.
I told him to turn his live off earlier and go to sleep because he was saying that Drake and Kendrick was a draw. As now you see why. He's talking about some goddamn. So I can't even remember none of his rhymes because the shit didn't rhyme at all. That's how you
Really?
rhymes by rhyming.
What the hell?
I can't. None of the lyrics, bro, because none of that shit rhymed.
It ain't your fault.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that? That was mystical.
That's what
that was the only part of the song that rhymed. All I said was when you start singing Silk part, you just be like, he was the first mumble rapper, bro.
No, Mystical was not no mumble rapper.
No, I'm talking about Silk. Silk was the first mumble rapper.
You knew what Silk was saying, but it just wasn't.
No, never mind, because that rhymed. I can't even do an impersonation because I got a rhyme. So I don't even know how to. I can't even impersonate him.
Silk never stayed on point of the beat, and he could not rap. So I mean, we know that Master P just did that, because that's his brother and stuff. So and he came and went. Silk was terrible. Everybody knows when it comes to that No Limit roster, it was really just Mystical. He's the only one that kept him afloat. I mean, everyone else was hit and miss.
Mia X had flow, bro.
Okay, Mia X. I forgot about her. She was straight. That was it.
I like the Mia. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the rest of them terrible. I give Master P. He had his bangers. I give him his credit where credit's due. He wasn't the best rapper, best lyricist, and nothing like that. But yeah, Mia X, Mystical. I'll give him that. But
I like See Murder, man.
Silk was fire. Really said Silk was fire.
Man,
what y'all talking?
He was
what? Silk was fire.
If COVID was drugs,
call a doctor. We need to get some exams done. We need to check on our people, bro. We gotta make sure our people straight, bro. I don't know what's going around. It's
I
flu
just think,
season, so it might be
oh,
something.
well, I ain't taking that
DMV
shot.
done
I don't
caught
care.
it now. Realistic caught it from the chat, man. Hey, we catch your stuff from the. Hey, hey,
It's it's
BDB, I think you
it's
contagious,
different
bro.
categories. No, I just think it's different categories. Like you can have some that's like better storytellers. You got one that's better lyricists. This it's just so many different things in the genre of rap. It's I mean, it's hard to even group them together if you really think about it.
Yeah,
Right? Who's the better storyteller?
that's
Nas or you know what I'm saying? Like how do you link that in? But Nas
Oh
storytelling
man,
is different with a lyrics. His lyrics is just like how. You see what I'm saying? That's why he always gonna be mentioned as one of the top of all the whatever genre it's in.
of
You see what I'm
course.
saying? It's just hard. It's just hard to really like classify some of these guys because you
Gary,
gotta all right. One
Gary,
lyricist is better than the storyteller. Okay,
Now
so
hold
which
on.
is better, the lyrics or the stories? You see what I'm saying? Like it's just so many different ways to view that. It's
Yeah.
it's difficult.
Now
Gary. He
I will.
said it was a draw between Kendrick and Drake.
Okay. I to me when I first heard the hold on. When I first heard it, it felt like a draw, and then like his later stuff, that's when I was like, all right, so Kendrick's getting the edge. I don't feel like Kendrick edged him the whole entire battle. I feel like it was
This,
even because
this
Drake.
is
I
why
was.
this is why he edged him the whole battle because everything he said was a fucking lie. Everything Drake said was a lie.
I mean, but
Every
think
single
about it.
thing.
Most of those beefs, a lot of that stuff is like fabricated.
No, see, Drake is the one who the rap battles. They used to just be they would roast each other, but they would really rap. Drake came with that I'm snitching shit. That I'm gonna expose you. That's what he did. That he tried to do it to Pusha T. Pusha T lit his ass up. Like, okay, you want to do it like this instead of rap? Okay. Even listening to the people covering it, right? They didn't care about the lyrics. They was talking about whose information is better. Yeah, when you listen to the lyrics, every song except for two, the boy was spitting double entendres. It was like the lyricism. There was no comparison. Drake was rapping, and then like, did Drake even write that shit? He been exposed for other people writing this shit. Like it been like, bro. But even the lyricism, like, is Kendrick on a whole nother planet, bro. He got he like a little gremlin. Like what was the you remember the little when you pour water on them, little earrings come out? That's what Kendrick is.
And
They put
Brooklyn,
water on Gizmo and Kendrick popped out. That's what happened.
The gremlin, the gremlin.
Yeah. That's what happened, man. They poured water on Gizmo and Kendrick popped out.
Well, I feel like it was a draw as far as just the entertainment value. But yes, I will say that overall, yeah, Kendrick won it. But in the beginning when they were first kind of trading back and forth, it felt evened out. In my opinion, I mean everyone else is different, but I felt like it was
uh,
evened out. And Kendrick just took it up a notch and just said, "All right, let me just you know seal the deal and end it here." And that's what he did. So that's how. Yeah, but as far as I was saying, as far as like, see me, I can't even really do a top five. But like to Gary's point, it's different categories. You got most impactful, you got lyricists, you got rappers, you got who makes the best dance tracks, all that stuff like that. Now to your point, where as far as impact, yes, I will say 50 is like probably in the top as far as like one of the more impactful rappers. Because yeah, he came out with the I wasn't saying that, but I know everyone else was. I damn sure won't wear no G units now. You bugging with that one. But
G Unit. I still got my G Unit. Stop playing. Stop playing. G Unit. I'll put them on tomorrow. Stop playing with me.
I mean, I was not wearing them. I tell you that much. I wasn't wearing them. I wasn't running around. I wasn't. G Unit had a couple people in there like Lloyd Banks is my favorite out of everybody from G Unit.
Oh,
As far as
Punchline God, bro.
oh yeah, of course I love Banks. He's my favorite out of the core
Smoke
group.
trees. I smoke trees like every day's Christmas. Like his underground shit, bro. He want like if you want to talk about real lyricists, bro. His just his structure
that's
is like no other, bro.
Oh yeah,
Because like I never seen somebody string punchlines together like that. Like not only are you punching right after, but they all correlate with one another. Like
Okay,
that he was a monster with that shit, bro.
yeah. I put Banks as far as like stringing choruses. Not I'm sorry, not choruses. Punchlines with like wordplay and lyricism. I put him in that same bracket as like Fabulous, as
Yeah.
Joe Buttons, as guys like that. So yeah, definitely. But like as far as the core group, Banks was my favorite. I didn't care for Buck. I didn't care for Yayo. When they expanded out, of course, some of my other favorites who I was already fans of before they joined, the group, MOP, Mobb Deep, Game. I was already fans of them prior to that. But as far as the core group, I didn't care for them as a whole. Banks was just my favorite. So, but yeah, they made their impact. I'm not gonna lie. There was people running around wearing the G Unit hats and tank tops, and I wasn't wearing none of that shit. But
That was really a Southside thing.
I'm sure once.
Eric, don't be up there hating too, bro. Don't be hating, man.
Don't do that.
You from New York, bro.
That's my point. I can say that. I can say that. I can say it. I can say that.
And I damn sure wasn't in no car or no truck singing Candy Shop. Yeah, I mean, I was forced to
He
have.
was in the shower. He wasn't in the car and the truck. People, he was in the shower.
Okay. Don't do that because you bumped in the club, homeboy. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you bumped in the club. If you didn't, you lying. You lying. And you...
I bumped in the club. I wasn't bumping Candy Shop. I was not going. I'm from Jersey. I lived in New York, but never once I was in the whip bumping Candy Shop down the street. I kicked my own ass.
Using the ring, playing that. Don't do that.
In the where?
In the
I'm
ring.
a PIMP.
Hell no.
You heard about that a bitch can't get.
I think that's in the ring. What is that? What's the one in Newark? Hey, what's Skate 22?
No.
Skate 22. Skate 22.
I know Skate 22. I know Kendall Park. I know all of those, but hell no, I wasn't singing Candy. Hell no, definitely not PIMP. Both y'all go to HR for that.
You want to bump the PIMP?
No.
Cut it out.
I couldn't stand that song. I like now, hold on. I will say I like the remix. I like Banks and Snoop on there. They killed it. But as far as the song itself, no. Even like I Get Money by itself. I couldn't stand the original. Now the remix, I love the beat is fire. I love the beat. I love the remix with Diddy and Jay on there because they did their thing.
What about 21 Questions?
No, only like
You
that.
love me now.
I only like that song because of Nate and the beat. That was it. I love you like show Dr. Seuss ass.
Man,
Anybody could have said that line. I love you like a fat kid.
you tell me you ain't had that on your voice message.
Nope. Who?
Man, what is wrong with you? Hey, man, we know you weren't no player. All the players had 21 questions on their voice message.
I not me.
You let it play for a minute, girl.
No.
You continue to love me now. You start talking that. Yeah, you just reached the door. Unfortunately, I can't answer the phone right now. But if you leave your name and a message, do you still have love for me?
Man, you
Girl, I get right back. That's how you do it, bro. I'm telling you, you wait for that one part, bro.
I will put cement blocks on my feet.
I
I would tie cement blocks on my feet and jump off the Brooklyn Bridge before I ever even think about putting 21 questions in the ringtone. No. Love the beat. Nate Dogg killed it because we all know that beat and Nate Dogg being on that hook, that song wouldn't even be the hit it is without either one of those two elements. So, yeah. Now Real is being silly right now. He talking about Silk over everybody. You need to cut it out.
Yo, I'm leaving this to Realist. I'm gonna let Realist go in. He can't laugh. Yo, he said, I ain't like 21 question. I ain't like nothing. Yes. So let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this then. Is 50, is Ja Rule better than 50?
Absolutely.
Hell no. Vinny Vici was it after
What?
that.
Where?
Rule 336 wasn't fire. Pain is Love wasn't fire. Stop.
I don't remember that.
Oh no, you don't remember.
How did that go?
What? Which one?
The one you just named.
Pain is Love.
Oh, I
or Rule
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 3. That one.
Rule 336 had Between Me and You. It had Put It On Me.
Oh,
Bangers.
bro, he don't sound right. Sing it.
Sing it. Use it and
That boy sound like he had influenza or something.
It was 50
Yo,
sound.
you,
50 sound like he was
y'all,
like bedridden.
y'all really sound like y'all from Jamaica though. Y'all really sound like y'all from Southside right now.
He started it.
Hey, bro,
Baby versus Baby Project versus 40 Project.
Every first his little harmonizing and stuff. It sounds like he's talking through his teeth. Where'd
Ooh.
you shopper?
I'd rather listen to that than It's Murder.
Oh, stop.
And I'm like, look, I was so disappointed when I seen him because I'm listening to his voice. I'm like, this motherfucker got to be like 6'7", about 260. This little bean sprout looking ass mother. Oh, like somebody go thump you and break you or something, bro. Go sit down somewhere.
Holla was that banger. You need to cut it out.
No, it was until I seen him. And I'm like,
You could see them got to do it.
Don't translate. You too damn little to be acting tough, bro.
That's a lot of different people. That's just like
And then he got punked.
who you get punked by?
And then he started singing after that. That's when he started singing.
He ain't get punked.
He got punked by 50.
Man, look. Anyway, Ja had bangers. Ja had dope albums. After Get Rich, 50 went downhill, and it just went further and further after that. So, because he knew ultimately he wasn't going to be able to top, what he did in his earlier years. And so, at least with Ja, he maintained the consistency and whatnot. So,
Consistency in what?
what you mean? It wasn't
not the Vinny Vici. I promise you.
Really. So Between Me and You.
I hated that song.
You
I'm telling you, bro. It's
But
like you hear Ashanti sing, you like, okay, cool, then baby, like, oh, what the fuck happened? It's like, nah, bro.
But you like Candy Shop though. Like, come on, man.
Bro, that got me laid. I like it. I appreciate it.
So that's why.
Thank you. Yeah, I like it because the women like it. Yeah.
The women liked Put It On Me. The women liked what's it called? Between Me and You.
Not the women in Detroit. They like turn that shit off.
Always On Time. Living It Up was fire. What?
I like Always On Time.
Thank you.
I did like Always On Time. Not always there when you call.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the part I like. I didn't like when he was rapping though. That part. If he wasn't in it, it would have been a better song.
Him doing his raspy thing ain't no different from Jadakiss doing the raspy thing and making the love.
No,
song.
man, Jada don't sound.
Hold on, wait, man. But don't do that. Hold on, stop. No, we ain't doing that.
Like Ja Rule,
Right.
bro.
I'm just look. They both got raspy voices, but it's not about that. It's about the bangers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I don't think those two names should go together. I'm gonna stop that right now. They can't.
Jadakiss goes with dope. Ja Rule goes with trash. That's how you.
Wow.
That's how you.
I mean,
on the same track, but they made a hit though. New York got 100 guns and 100 clips, killed it.
The hottest Ja Rule song to me was when what's the name of it when Jay-Z and DMX was on that.
What song are you talking about? Because they had a couple songs together. Are you talking about off his Jaws album? It's Murder.
Yeah,
they killed that.
That was the hardest song on the album until Ja Rule starts.
This must be Coach D talking because this ain't word right now. must have switched alter egos for this live.
Mhm.
He switched it in the live.
Switched it in the live.
Don't make me angry. Don't make me angry.
You like it when I'm angry.
Oh, y'all, stone cold crazy, man. Yo, listen.
But I don't believe you with the wearing the G Unit tank top and shoes. I need a throwback picture so I can
I had
have
the
it.
shoes. I ain't had the tank top. I had a jersey. I had the shoes and the jersey.
You really had the shoes though. Huh? Oh no. Oh,
I had some gray and black ones. Them ones was hard.
those are that abomination.
Them ones was hard.
They try to make beef broccoli.
I'd rather wear British Knights. I'd rather wear Skechers or K-Swiss before I wear damn G Unit sneakers. Oh God.
They was
Now, you
Reebok, bro. What are you talking about? They was
Huh?
like Baby Iversons.
No. They that's a bad comparison. I would never compare them to the
They was
Iverson
like
shoes.
Baby Iversons, bro. What are you talking about? Them ones was cool.
Man, look. Absolutely not. No, that is a
And you get a dog tag with them. You use a dog tag. Stop playing.
I can't take y'all nowhere, man. Y'all crazy.
Who started it? He gonna throw Dr. Seuss in the mix. Like
Mhm.
He said Dr. Seuss. Y'all gonna have the
that'd be a
best
great
spelling
battle.
category. Y'all got so many different categories. Y'all do it. Y'all crazy. Yo.
Well, let me
Oh
get
my
to it.
God. I felt like that's what you get. Real as we go, I mean, BDB, he gonna do it over there too. BDB, you gotta watch him. He going over there to start it over there too. You gotta watch him.
we ain't finished. I'm not. Look, we bringing Petty out. This is what we, see, this is what we wanted. We wanted King Petty back.
It's murder. It's murder.
Ja over 50 all day. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. I'm not even touching that one. I'm leaving that shit right there. I'm gonna let Baisley and 40 Project keep fighting that out for the last 20 years. They've been still fighting that shit out. So I'm letting them happen.
I will continue to say it from now until I'm 50 year old.
Why do you hate 50 so much? Why you hate him so much? What did he do to you? What he did to you?
I don't hate him.
He told on Rick Ross.
No.
That's why BDB hate him so much.
I don't hate him. I just don't see what the big hype is all about. Like, yeah, he had one good album, and it's like, okay, I mean, like too much hype. Okay, yes, he had a couple songs. Many Men, yeah, I get that. You know, I mean, not everybody can relate to it. Not everybody's been shot, but still, you know, it is one of those like dope songs like that you could relate to if you ever were in that situation. So like I said, I give credit where credit is due. You know, even if I'm not a fan of certain artists, if they have a song or, you know, an album that's solid, I'll give the credit. You know, I will. I'll give 50 credit. You're rich. It was a good album overall. I just don't feel it was a classic because to me, and like I said this on my debate table podcast, this was like episode 3. We're talking about classic music albums. What I do is, for me, a classic album is something I can pop in, press play, and I don't got to touch it. That's classic. What I consider a close call is an album that's close to being a classic, but there's like 1 or 2 songs that stop it from me being able to play it start to finish. So I just divided up between a start to finish and a close call. For me, Get Rich was a close call. I can't play it from start to finish. But, you know, I just can't. I mean, but again,
what's the best album for you?
Where do we start? Be here all night. If you want like
for you.
Oh, just I mean, there's so many, but if I just had to name a couple, Illmatic is a start to finish. Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life, start to finish. DMX first album, start to finish.
DMX who?
The first album, is Dark. That was
And
not,
second, bro, blood.
oh yeah, yeah.
Bro,
Both of them.
both of them.
Both. Start to
I
finish.
broke both of them playing. Like, god damn, bro.
Oh yeah.
That was my hero, bro.
Oh
I
yeah.
wasn't all on the drug stuff, but that X
Absolutely.
was a motherfucker, bro.
Right. Start to finish for both of those. Let me see. Who else? Wu-Tang, second album, start to finish. Ghostface, Supreme Clientele, start to finish. I mean, and even though we're probably gonna say something, Ja Rule or Vinny Vinny Vici, start to finish.
Man, the Slim Shady LP.
So, yeah. Oh yeah. I was just thinking about that. Yeah. Slim Shady. Those first two albums.
Oh, God.
Hey, that Kamikaze was hard as hell too.
Oh,
and
and
his newest album. That shit cold, bro.
oh yeah, that new one's fire. Yeah, that's M is like pure genius on that one, and just lyrically what he's doing is fire. Even Royce.
Yeah. Oh, now see, I got a whole nother aspect of Royce. There's so much shit y'all ain't heard from Royce. Royce is one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. I'm telling
Yes, he
you that if you like Eminem's style, you can tell he I ain't gonna say he copied Royce, but Royce heavily influenced him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Without
But Proof is the one who actually connected them. So I mean, both of them. Proof is the man in the D, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
Like, when you talk about the best rapper, Proof is the man. Even when M was mainstream, everybody recognized Proof in the D.
Yeah, Proof's my favorite from D12. And then
Proof a monster, man. I'm telling you, Royce is a bad motherfucker though, bro. Royce is shit. Some underground shit, boy. I'm telling you.
yeah, Royce, Proof. Who else? M, of course, Big Sean. I mean, it's a lot of like slept on Detroit rappers and stuff. Slum Village, Elzai.
Oh yeah, Slum Village. What's my man's name? He was cool as hell. I fucked with him for a while.
Who?
The going live next. The word. Oh yeah.
Y'all going to HR. Commander gonna be full tomorrow. I'm saying, Commander, you ain't been working a couple months. You going tomorrow. I'll take that right there.
I was wasting my opinion and words started this. So. Come back. Yeah. I was just about to go grab some food, and I was like, wait, hold on, I'm supposed to be joining the live right now. I said, wait a minute. I thought y'all were talking about sports. I thought we was gonna wait till Petty Vision, but he started it early, so I said, hold on, I got to jump in here. I heard echoes in the wind. Heard my name.
I can't remember his name. The little turban wearing dude. He thought he was a little turban.
Oh my God.
From Slum Village. I forgot his name.
Biden, right? It wasn't T3 because T3 was the other one.
One T3.
Yeah, but Biden was his name.
Yeah,
he was.
It was cool.
Yeah, then
I met him at the Jamaican store. His family owned the Jamaican store.
Yeah, he's the one that passed, right?
Huh?
He's the one that passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody in Slum Village was fire. So underrated. But yeah, so that for me, that's what I'm saying. Like, I start to finish, I can pop it in, press play, and I don't got to touch a damn thing. So, but yeah, there's just a few albums that and it's not just 50. It's some of my favorite artists who had close call albums. People get on me about this all the time with what was it? Jay-Z's Blueprint and Black Album. I don't consider those classics. I don't consider it. Let me say this. I don't consider it start to finish. I consider it a close call. But there's like one or two songs that I couldn't stand. But it's a close call though. So I mean,
I just never looked at Jay as one of the greatest. I just never. I mean, he got longevity at work. I mean, he cool. I don't know. It was just kind of basic to me until when he got older. I like that. What was it? The 9 9.
Oh,
919.
You talking about 444?
Yeah, no, the 444. Yeah, that album was
Oh,
gold to me.
Yeah, that was a good album. It wasn't.
And when it's just I don't know, bro. It's just he wasn't it. Like I started liking him when he started battling Nas. Then I'm like, okay, I seen another aspect of him. But it's just I don't know, man. It's just he was kind of basic to me, man.
I've always been a fan.
To me, there is no more.
Yeah, my
I
only
like that song though, Encore. I've been singing this shit all when Linkin Park, bro. When he did that, that shit was godly.
oh yeah. Here's my thing with Jay, because I'm definitely a fan. I just never really liked the whole stop and go flow. Like I used to always hate that. There's times I'll be hearing him on tracks and he'll be flowing. I'm like, all right, keep going, and then he'll just kind of like stop, and it almost sounds like he's going in a spoken word. I'm like, stop doing that Def Poetry Jam shit. Like flow on the beat. That drives me so nuts with rappers. That's what Silk the Shocker does. I'm gonna be talking.
Man, it's Silk the Shocker don't do nothing the rapper does. What about last question? Then I'm gonna get off here. How do you feel about Stillmatic and Uchawali?
Stillmatic's classic because they took off the worst song on there and they finally revamped it. So Stillmatic is a start to finish. And the song I'm talking about is Braveheart Party. That song was terrible. How terrible. And they removed it ASAP. So since they did that, it went from a close call to a start to finish. Uchi Wally, I love the beat. I like the remix with Nas. Everyone else I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the original, but I give Nas credit for the remix with his verse. But everyone else in Braveheart's, So,
oh man, y'all so funny.
but I don't even I don't really care for the hook for Uchi Wally. I don't know. That felt very Dr. Seuss-ish. I felt like Candy Shop.
I like
we good. Yeah.
Wait till this
my
podcast,
God.
y'all. Y'all think we a trip now? Just wait till we all get together and do this thing.
Shout out to the Dime, y'all. Shout out to the Dime.
Shout out to the
Listen,
Dime.
this is the only place you can get comfortable. It's all entertainment. We don't care if it's sports, entertainment. It's gonna be on one of these channels, y'all. So y'all go ahead and subscribe up. We here. We're gonna make ourselves available for you guys. Y'all come in, take your shoes off, hit the like button, and we can shoot the shoot. You know what I mean? So y'all always welcome to come in. We about to go on over there. Shout out to Commander for putting the link up for my 33 Brothers of the Word. We're gonna let them get ready. But
and we're gonna have another segment that's part of the podcast. It's called Who Started It.
Oh, I don't know. Look, we ready for that's coming out soon. Y'all sit back and wait. We getting ready for that. We coming through. But this is all for you guys, right? We here to give y'all info, whether it's sports. We can shoot, like I said, we could talk about entertainment on this aspect. Whatever you guys, we just want y'all to feel comfortable. Come on in. Let's shoot the breeze, have a conversation. Shout out to BDB. Shout out to Word. Shout out to the Nine. Shout out to Realist, right? For his input. Hopefully one of these days he get up here, shoot the breeze with us, and we could make this thing go for more than what it went for today. Who smelt it? There you go, Commander. What up, Nine? So as we get ready to go on over the Word, we'll see y'all Thursday with the Thursday night football game, which is of importance. I ain't want to speak about it because he's going to say we jinxed them, but the Detroit Lions will be playing Green Bay Packers for NFC bragging rights. We'll be there to talk about it. And as he's hitting the panel now, we get ready to go over there. Y'all come through. The link was up there. We'll see y'all over there. But on Sports Chat with Mr. 33, we signing off. We'll see y'all Thursday. We gone.
Much love. Peace.